The views expressed on this show do not reflect arch rival, Adidas, or any other companies associated with them. With that being said,
hey DJ, play that fire.
I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, rat, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rams, dog, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken, turkeys, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, beans, greens, beans, greens, beans, 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 greens, potatoes, tomatoes, chicken.
Three strikes! Three strikes! Three strikes! Three strikes!
All right, so welcome everybody to episode 18. Obviously, we usually have some music at the beginning, but since this is the week of Thanksgiving, I think that meme in itself is hilarious. So we wanted to definitely go ahead and start off with that before we went into our new segment, Regional Recap. So let's jump into Regional Recap. I'll go ahead and everything off with talking about New York City. And here in New York City, man, we got a lot of things going on. It's the Mecca. There's a lot of craziness. As far as retail-wise goes, we got the AlphaBounce event going down tonight, which we will have Katie Jacobson on, our friend to the show, talking about that and highlighting that. And then we also have the VR experience, which is going on in a ton of places, but on 34th Street, they had already started with our guys, Taylor, Neuer. He came down from Portland to show us love. Obviously, Shakan and Quincy are on 34th Street holding it down as well. So anybody in that New York metro area, go check that out. Go have that James Harden experience for his first shoot. But the VR experience hasn't just been going on in New York City. I know it's been going on in the South, right?
Yeah, exactly, man. The dirty, we keep it 100 out here, man. But there's so much going on in the Houston market. I know we got a huge Houston team out there just destroying it. We got our regional managers out there, Tyler Smith and Nick Brent, they out there killing it. So, nothing needs to be said about, them holding it down. They're definitely doing their thing. And I don't want to forget about some of our other agents that were out there in New York. I know I can't name everybody, but I know Dominique was out there, Anita was out there. So a lot of people from our team were, enjoying the VR experience with the James Harden launch. And obviously Adidas didn't want to stop with the launch on December the 3rd with the Harden Volume 1. I know everybody's been clamoring for that shoe to drop, so they want to go ahead and hit you with another one on tomorrow, the 23rd, coinciding with a couple of Yeezys that are coming out tomorrow. But the James Harden Volume 1, the colorway is I'm Going to Be a Star. That whole I'm Going to Be a Star was basically a letter that James Harden wrote to his mother when he was younger, basically saying, Mom, make sure you keep this letter because I'm going to be a star one day. And she kept that letter, and that's just one of those motivational things that people do when they're younger. And, mom or dad's like, yeah, sure, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. But James Harden was definitely on it. He had a mission to be a star, and look at him now. Everybody's wanting that Volume 1. Getting ready to come out. I know I'm going to try to get the ones that come out tomorrow. I know, Ray, you're jumping on those, as well as the ones that come out on December the 3rd. So a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, Triple Blacks are launching December the 1st. You got the James Hardens jumping on December the 3rd. So much going on in the next 2 months as far as shoe launches are concerned. So make sure you get on adidas.com and make sure you get your officials, man.
Yeah, for real. And like I said, I forgot to mention the day on Katie's new AlphaBounce, but those drop Black Friday. I'm sure there's going to be other things that are dropping that Adidas is going to hit you with as well. So stay tuned to adidas.com for sure. That's a definite. So great plug there. And this whole episode, we got nothing but stars on it. I mean, our first guy coming up is my guy Quaz. I call him Quaz, but you'll find out why later on in the interview. But Quaz is a guy who not only was on a mission, he started as somebody that worked at Foot Locker, but now has worked his way all the way up to be a celebrity stylist. He even works with guys like A$AP Ferg, was working with Bad Boy. So, I mean, without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get the great star on the show himself. Quaz, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, brother? How's everything?
Man, everything is great. This is a genuine brother. I won't go too far into, all the things that he's a part of, the things that he does. He's a busy man. He's like P. Diddy. He's running New York, so let me go ahead and let him go. So, Kwasi, tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what you currently do.
All right, cool. Yeah, my name is Kwasi Kessie. I'm a wardrobe stylist. I also do marketing. Some of my clients include A$AP Ferg, Jacobson. I also do a lot of ad campaigns that you've seen around the city and around the world. I style ad campaigns, lookbooks, photo shoots, you name it. In terms of male celebrities, I've probably worked with them, whether it was on like an intern side, an assistant side, or like actual key stylists. I've touched pretty much everyone in the male celebrity side. But yeah, that's who I am. Also do marketing. 1/3 of 92 Dream Team, which is a collective. Myself, Nakim and Nejai, we do event planning, marketing, and cultural activation. So, yeah.
So what would you feel as a stylist role Adidas plays into when you're styling, whether it's an athlete or, an artist? How does Adidas incorporate into their style?
Like, for instance, one of my artists, clients rather, A$AP Ferg, he's actually coming out with second shoe with Adidas. So it's like Adidas is instrumental because it's like one of the first companies that we go to for like some dope swag, you know what I mean? Whether it be footwear or whether it's like ill collabs, like a Yeezy or something. Like if you want to put somebody in something super fly, Adidas is always at the forefront of like, let's get something extra dope. You know what I mean? We're like, what new Pharrell's is out? What new Yeezy is out? You know what I mean? So it's, or let's keep it classic. What Stan Smith or Shelto? You know what I mean? So, and then we work from there. But it's always about, even like going towards like the Rick Owens collabs or Y3 collab, or you know what I mean? It's always about like what's Adidas doing now, and how can we incorporate it into the image of whoever we're working with. So yeah, for sure.
Love those shoes. I got those when I was in Chicago. Actually, when I started doing this job, that was one of my first buys. So cannot wait to see the new one whenever those drop. And I mean, how did you get involved in this lane? Because I know growing up, like everybody wants to work with celebrities, everybody wants to work with famous people. What was your journey like getting to this point? You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. So I used to work at Foot Locker. And on 34th Street, like the corporate headquarters in New York City. And so I was there, and I used to meet a lot of people there. Like everybody would shop there from like everybody. Like Dame Dash would come through and different stylists and stuff. But I didn't know that was an actual job, like being a stylist. So I met Puff Stylist there, and I started, like, I was really into sneaker culture. And I was talking to him, I was rapping him, I'm like, yo, I could get you guys exclusive sneakers. And this is when New York had like a huge sneaker culture, like sneaker stores. We had Nort, we had Classic Kicks, we had A-Life, it was just like, the list goes on and on. Clientele, it was crazy. So we had all of these sneaker boutiques, and a lot of people didn't really know about them. It was like a subculture of the sneaker culture. So I'm like, yo, I want to work with you. I want to intern, assist, whatever. I just want to, like, be around, like, just help out. So I met Puff Stylist Mike B, and he gave me an opportunity to, like, intern for him. So I started getting Puff, like, exclusive sneakers and organizing his wardrobe closet on Park Ave. Like, when they said that he had a house for just clothes, it was true. Like, he had a whole level of a condo just for clothes. Like, he had, like, a winter room. He had a coat room, a sneaker room. So I would organize that. I would get him dressed every day, pick out his clothes, make sure he was good. 3 times a day, he might change. He might go from, like, the office to a club, so he needed an outfit for that, or he might be doing an interview. So that was, like, my journey. I started as an intern at Bad Boy under Puff Stylist Mike B. So, like, that was my foot in the game. Like, it came through actually just sneaker culture, like being a sneaker, I hate the term sneakerhead, but it was just like, I was just like, my whole life was just surrounded by sneakers. Like, that's why I started working at Foot Locker, because I was just like, sneakers. Like, being from New York, that was like your car. Like, down south, you got an ill car, you popping. But, like, being from New York at the time, it was all about, like, your sneakers. Like, you got some ill kicks, like, you are popping. You got an ill collection where you can switch it up, or you extra popping. So that was, like, how I started in the fashion industry and wardrobe styling.
Where does your inspiration come from?
I'm actually inspired by, like, my close-knit group of friends They're like my brothers. GFC New York. So like my brother Steve-O, he's a marketing PR guru, works with a lot of artists. My brother Nakim, he's also down with 92 Dream Team with me. He's 1/3 the nucleus of 92 Dream Team. My brother Belchez, he's an artist. Like, they actually inspire me. And the youth inspire me as well. Like, the kids in the street, just like New York in general, and other cultures also inspire me. Like, my pops is from Ghana, so like just that African vibe and just like different textiles, different colors. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot that inspires me. Like, really, it's like my family, my mom, my sister, and like my close knit of friends, my brothers, that inspire me actually.
That's real. That's 100. Like how you say, you gotta listen to the kids, bro.
Yeah. I listen to the youth. They really inspire me because like they may be. I remember being them. You know what I mean, and being like on the literal pulse of everything. Like, oh no, this is hot. Oh no, this is hot. So like, I know that they know what's going on. So yeah, for sure, you gotta listen to the kids.
Hey man, I know a little bit about Ghana, man. I know about some fufu, man. What you know about that, man?
Oh, I definitely know about some fufu, for sure.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. I used to have a really, really close friend of mine. She's from Ghana, and I learned a little bit about the Ghanaian culture and how people have names based on the day that they were born. So what's your Ghanaian name? Do you know your Ghanaian name?
Yeah. I mean, my name is, so my mom's raised me. So my name is Kwasi Kessie, but my mother pronounced it Kwasi. And like people call me Quaz for short, but it actually means born on Sunday. That's when I was born. So yeah, it's and when African or Ghanaians meet me, they're like, your name isn't Kwasi, it's Kwasi, and I'm like, yeah, and then I tell them the story and they understand. So like, I was raised by my mom and she's American, so she pronounced it Kwasi, but yeah, it means born on Sunday.
Oh, okay,
cool.
man.
Hey,
She
man.
was supposed to be relaxing on Sunday, and she was birthing you, man.
Word. She's dropping
Hey,
it
man,
on
I know a
Sunday,
little
word.
bit about Ghanaians, man. Ray, I got you, man. But I guess a little follow-up question: style that you gained from like Adidas. Like, I know everybody has their brands they like, but what do you like about Adidas the most?
So what I like about Adidas the most is actually, I feel like it's such a lifestyle brand, and it has like a great sport, like it's also sport, so it's very transitional for me. So like I do like Y3 from head to toe, and then I can go work out in it, and then I can also post up in something classic. So it's very versatile for me. So yeah, like I said, I could do like high end. I could go Rick Owens Y3 for a late night dinner, or I can go work out in some Boost, or I can go just chill with some Ultra Boost. You know what I mean? So it's versatile and it's real lifestyle. Like it really matches my aesthetic and my like me personally. Like I always tell people, I'm like, Adidas it's just more my vibe. You know what I mean? Like it's just super comfortable, super efficient, and just super fly. Like I love it.
To this one too, because this episode we have our friend Katie Jacobson on, and she brings a lot of the running events to life. And obviously, we'll get into you being the athlete that you are, as well as an amazing stylist. But let's talk a little bit about some of those events that you've been to. So I know I got to see you at the AlphaBounce event. I got to see you at the Uncaged event. We just recently had the Grand Central New York event. So tell me about like maybe one in particular, and it doesn't have to be out of those three. It could be out of all of them that you went to that you personally like the most. And then talk a little bit about yourself as an athlete, man. Do a little humble brag.
All right, cool. Yeah, so actually my favorite Adidas event was actually last year before the marathon. They hosted like pacemakers and like marathoners to like this ill event. Like we ran from the Houston store to like a club. There was like people performing on stage. We ran on stage. Then we ran to like the museum on Bowery. Ran to the rooftop. Did a loop up there. Then we ran to a track, and there were like Olympic track. It was just like it was so like it was almost like a scavenger hunt / run / it was just amazing. Like, whoever thought of that was really, really dope. But yeah, that was actually my favorite event. It was last year, 2015, right before the marathon, like November, well, late October, early November. I want to know, it had to be late October. And yeah, it was just crazy. They gave us like a full outfit to run in. Like the bag had your name on it. And then I think we ended, I forgot where we ended, but it was like, it was really impressionable to me, because I was just like, wow, they really thought this out. And they really like had us run all over downtown New York from like Soho to LES. That was really, really cool. Yeah, that was probably my favorite Adidas event.
Dope. Yeah, all those events are crazy and cool and so creative. Can't wait to talk to Katie later on in the episode about the event tonight. But yeah, man, while we got you on the line, dude, talk about that original passion for Adidas. Like, what was the first shoe that you ran in?
Yeah, actually, the first sneakers I ever ran in was the Adistar Boost. And that was like maybe 3 to 4 years ago. I wanted to run the marathon. My mother, she inspired me to run a marathon because she ran it when I was like, it was like, she ran it in like, I was like 4 or 5. And I went on a journey with her, meaning like I used to train with her, saying like she would be training for it and I'd be on like my scooter. And I just saw it. I saw that it was possible. And so you never know who's watching, but I saw that it was possible. And she completed and she finished the marathon, and I was just like, wow, like that always stuck with me. And when I actually like had the time and the know-how and decided to do it, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna run a marathon. And the first marathon that I ever trained for or actually finished was all in Adidas. And it just fit so beautifully. Like I tried the Adistar Boost and I was just like, wow, this is when like the Boost technology first came out. And I was just like, wow, these are good. And I've been buying them ever since. They since discontinued the Adistar Boost, and now it's the Ultra Boost ST. So I mean, yeah, that's. And I train and run in all Adidas apparel and footwear, but and I just like chill in like Ultra Boost because they're just too comfortable. Like once you put those on, you don't want to put anything else on. So yeah, as an athlete, that's my go-to for sure.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, man. I love Boost, like anything Boost. But as a runner, obviously we talked a little bit about your style game, and you're definitely killing it on that side of things. But from the technical side, as a runner, what are some of the aspects of Boost you like the most, and how does it feel when you're running?
Sure. Some of the aspects I love about Boost the most is just they make my feet, it doesn't feel like I'm running, so to speak. It just feels like maybe I'm doing a fast walk. Because I'll take off my Boost and I'll just be like, oh, that was cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to think about it. Like, I don't feel my feet hurting. I don't have any like side effects from running. And I hear other people and they're just like, oh, this happened to me, or I have this foot problem, and I've never had those problems. And I believe it's, from the Boost technology. I don't even know how to explain it, because it's just like a perfect marriage. Like, when you like love at first sight, it was like fit at first sight. Like, I got a pair of Adistar Boosts. I never tried on like running sneakers before that, and I was just like, okay, these work. And it was 3 marathons later, probably like 8 half marathons, several races later, and I'm still, true to the Boost technology. So yeah,
for sure, man. Boost is life. And I got a tough question for you, my man. So we always ask our guests top 3 Adidas shoes of all time. So for you, my friend, I'm sure the Adistar Boost are probably going to be in your list. But yeah, man, give me your list. Whatever you got. What you got for me?
Top 3 of all time. All right, cool. So I'm going to go Adistar Boost, Adi Ease, Trap Lord, ASAP Ferg collab, and I'm just going to go, I got to go just Ultra Boost. I just got to do it like that.
Hey, man, I'm feeling it. I like it, too. The list is cool. I want some wide 3s. I always ask Ray all the time, like, where'd I get them from? But as Yeezys, man, we can never get them. So it's one of those shoes that's just, like, unobtainable sometimes. But before we get you off on the line, man, one, we just want to appreciate you getting on. Thank you so much. But go on and let the folks know where they can follow you on social media, where they can check out some of your looks, man. For
sure. All of my social media handles are actually my full name, which is Kwasi Kessie. It's KWASI KESSIE. Yeah, you can follow me, follow the journey from fashion to fitness and everything in between, for sure.
For sure, man. So we certainly appreciate you taking your time out of your busy schedule to jump on the podcast today, man. Enjoy Thanksgiving. We hope that you and your family have a blessed holiday. And, yeah, man, next time we in New York, dude, we got to kick it.
All right, man, for sure.
Cool, man. We appreciate it so much, man.
All right, thank you, guys. Appreciate you.
Thanks again to our guy, Kwasi, for joining the show. Great guy. Appreciate him taking his time out. Tell ASAP Ferg we said, what up? But let's go ahead and transition. Before we jump to our friend Katie, who's going to, highlight the event that's going on down tonight and also talk about, her experience with Adidas and whatnot. It's Thanksgiving week, my friend. So I think we got to, number one, go ahead and talk a little bit about that. So let's see. For Thanksgiving week, our question is going to be, what Adidas apparel, garment, shoe, whatever you want, what's the must-wear Adidas Thanksgiving item for you that's in your closet right now, or that maybe you're going to buy that you can wear on Thursday? And bonus question, what is the must-have, what's going to be on your plate for Thanksgiving? So what's the must-wear and what's the must-eat for my guy, Jonathan McQueen?
Hey, man, that's a good question. Definitely something I'm going to wear from Adidas on Thanksgiving Day. I was originally going to wear my Zone hoodie. I love my Zone hoodie. Can't get me out of it. But it's going to be 75 degrees down here in South Carolina. So I'm going to bust out just a regular polo, maybe some jeans. But I'm going to definitely hit them with some Yeezys. Pirate Blacks. It's a must-have for Thanksgiving. So that's something from Adidas that I'm going to be wearing on Thanksgiving Day. And something I'm going to eat. I'm going to hit you with something different, man. I know everybody's like, oh, man, you're down south. You're going to be, sweet potato pies, chitlins, all that stuff, man. But, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. I don't eat chitlins, man, but everybody down south does. So they're going to look at me a little weird for that. But, hey, it is what it is. But I like the after Thanksgiving meals the best, man. I'm a big lover of ham, and I'm going to go straight old school. Give me some white bread, some mayo, and some ham, leftover ham, and I'm good to go. So ham sandwiches for weeks, man. So same questions for you, man. What are you doing this week?
Oh, man, you about to go ham down there, but I'm going to go with my must-eat is definitely going to be, I got to get some of my grandma's, or my mom as I call her, the best cook that I've ever eaten from. My mom, I'm going to go with her mac and cheese. And then I'm going to also go, my mom might surprise us with a little sweet potato pie. So that's got to be on the plate. We're also going to, damn, I'm getting hungry as I'm saying this. I think we're going with the oven. We usually go oven roasted turkey, but for some reason, I think my dad actually might fry the turkey this year. So if that happens, that's a must-have on the plate. Obviously, gotta have some greens. I feel like I'm in that meme video. Greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes. Anyway, that's all gonna be on the plate for sure. And then must wear, I gotta tell you, I would love to rock the James Hardens down there. That would be really dope. I don't think I'll get mine in time. So I am going to go with my Traveler Zone hoodie because I just got it and I put it on the other day just to try it on, and it's dope. I'm looking at the temperature for Delaware where I'm going to be at for Thanksgiving, and it looks like it's going to be about 50 degrees. So I think it's perfect hoodie weather. And I'm going to definitely come through there with the Traveler Zone hoodie. So that's my must-haves for Thanksgiving from us at Stripe Talk. So I appreciate you working with me on that question. I know that was a new little thing that we did, but that's dope. And now, jumping from that into somebody else that's dope, let's go ahead and get our girl Katie Jacobson on the line, friend to the show, who's going to be doing a cool event tonight for Adidas. All right, Katie, welcome to the show. So first question for you, consumer events manager for Adidas. So talk a little bit about like what that position entails and what you actually do for Adidas.
Yeah, happy to. So I work in running, and like you said, I manage consumer events. So that can be anything like really consumer facing. So Boost Experience, which you guys are super close with and know well, that can be any kind of product launch event. So anything that is consumer facing, that touches that consumer.
Cool, very dope. We know Andy Barr in running, so if you see him, tell him to shout us out because we're trying to work with him soon. But we definitely are appreciative of you being on the show. But go on and give the insight of like your favorite event maybe that you've done with Adidas so far, and how that's impacted you moving forward.
Man, that is so tough to say. I feel like every event is like it's my favorite, or they just like keep getting better and better. I feel really lucky to work with such an amazing team and creative agency partners that help bring the vision to life. So I feel like it's really hard to say what my favorite is. I don't know. I would say Boston Marathon is one of my favorites. It is like a 17,000 square foot retail experience within the Expo Center. So anyone who is running the Boston Marathon, has to go through our Expo space, and it's so incredible, and the energy is off the charts, and it's jam-packed with so many people, but it's incredible, and I don't know, I think that's probably my favorite.
Has there ever been like a starstruck moment where there was either a celebrity or somebody that you really enjoyed working with that you didn't think you would have the opportunity to work with?
So I'm responsible for managing the build of the booth space and the consumer facing activation like within the space. But our own retail team merchandises it, brings it to life, like field agents, sales team, like they actually are, I feel like they're doing all the work, right? And so I'm like super in awe of them, the energy. I mean, you've seen it, like it's incredible. So I'm kind of like in awe of their energy. But in terms of like working with someone, I don't know, that's a tough one. I'd say, to be honest, like it's you guys. It's the field agents. I think you guys have the most amazing energy, and you are out there interacting one-on-one with our consumers, and it's incredible. And so I have so much admiration for your energy, and just your spirit when you're on site at these events. Like I just feel like you guys make the event come to life. So I have so much respect for you guys. I can put together these really cool events, but at the end of the day, like you guys are the ones that are making that event come to life by interacting with our consumers or the attendees at the event, and you guys do it with such amazing energy and professionalism. It's awesome. So
cool. We appreciate you guys. I mean, you guys are the people that instruct us, so we appreciate you guys. But we definitely want to make sure that we're pulling that energy every single time we're out in market. All right, Katie. So, what athlete or influencer would you like to meet that's with the brand currently?
Man, I'm a huge Trailblazer fan. I have been like my whole life. I grew up in Oregon, in a small town called Bend, but I've lived in Portland since 2007, so this is my home. So huge fan of Damian Lillard. I did get to get my picture taken with him once when he was here, but I was so nervous that my smile was like really fake and like it's anyway, but yeah, I'm just like super inspired by him. He's such an amazing athlete, and so yeah, that would be someone I'd want to meet.
Definitely, yeah. Damian Lillard is legit one of my favorite players in the NBA. Since my favorite player is retired, unfortunately, Kobe, he's going. So now I have to have new favorites, and a lot of them tend to wear 3 stripes. So I really like that pick. That's a really good call out. I like Damian Lillard a lot. He was also here in New York, not only giving the Nets buckets, but also showing some love to the Lincoln Rail Splitter. So shout out to Damian Lillard for that. Can't wait for his new shoe to drop as well. But speaking of shoes, so Katie, we got to ask you, what's your top 3 Adidas shoes of all time?
Well, for sure, AlphaBounce. The Aramis print, love them. I can wear them every day. I know they're so great to run in. I've run in them. They're amazing. But I love them. Like, I love them so much. I have to, if I do run in them, I got to, clean them afterwards because they're my favorite. Let's see. I have a really cool pair of Ultra Boosts. They're all white, but they have, 3 different green stripes on them. And I don't think they were ranged here in the U.S. I don't know how I got my hands on them. I feel really lucky, but I love them. Those ones I also love so much that I feel like I can't wear very often because I'm worried about getting them dirty. And I did just get like my first pair of Stan Smiths. Obviously not a running shoe, but like kind of a staple, you know, and I love them. They're great.
Very cool. I have a pair of AlphaBounce, and I know Ray has the OG, as he likes to say, with the one with the Aramis. So I'm jealous of you guys for having those. Those are the ones that I wasn't able to get myself. So I have the white pair that are really like gray, but I have those.
Ooh. I also have a pair of bright pink AlphaBounce that are pretty flashy, but I love those too. I love them all, man. I had to redo my whole closet because I could no longer walk into my closet because I had so many shoes. So I got basically this amazing like rack that goes all the way to the top of my closet, and it's just filled with shoes. I love it. I walk in there and it just makes me so happy.
What's the best part about working for Adidas, in your opinion?
Oh man, it's for sure the people. It's like some of the brightest people I have ever worked with. I feel so inspired and humbled every day to work with such a great team. They're so collaborative, and I mean it's been amazing. I've only been here for 2 years, but I feel every day I come in and I feel like challenged, but in a good way. Super motivated. I'm just like stoked to walk through these doors. I feel really lucky. I also will say that like I do love being able to work out in the middle of the day, like go for runs with the team or like do a class or whatever like that. I know it's super, super rare and something that I love and really value.
Very cool. I know me and Ray, we get energy every single time we go to Portland. I had the chance to live in Portland for 5 years, so I definitely love Portland. Every single time I go back, it's always amazing. So super jealous that you're out there every day. But I know obviously you do all these activations, all these events, Boston Marathon, New York Marathon, any type of running, consumer activities you are involved in. But have you actually run in the Boston Marathon and the New York Marathon? And if you have, tell us about that experience. But if you haven't, is running a marathon on your bucket list?
For sure, running a marathon is on my bucket list. I have not run a marathon or even a half marathon. I've done a couple like relays, so Hood to Coast or Cascade Lakes relay. But I have not. I would love to. I don't know if I could do Boston. That's a little probably out of my reach, but maybe like New York Marathon is a little flatter, a little easier course. I think I could probably do that if I trained, but I don't know. I definitely want to. I would just really need to like, I don't know, get the training down, because right now I love to run, but I run at my own pace and I kind of do my own thing. So I'm not super fast, but I love it.
And what would be the shoe that Katie would run her first marathon in?
I mean, it'd have to be like Adi Zero Adios. Like I would feel like a real like fast running in that shoe. But I need the stability. I don't know. I do for like my, whatever hour-long runs. I'll run in Ultra Boost STs because I love the stability, or Energy Boost. I don't know. I love them all. It just depends on the run, I got a different shoe for every run.
Well, I am definitely going to challenge Katie to running a marathon in the next year. So that's my challenge for you.
What? Whoa.
Nah,
whoa. Let's
I
start
think
with
you got it.
No,
You got it. You can do it.
You going to be my coach then?
I do not accept that.
I could do it. I ran Boston in 08. So
you
I
did?
Had in 08, wow. But I was much younger. It was in much better shape, and it was pretty interesting. It tapped me out for like the next 3 days though. Like legit, sure. I couldn't do anything for like 3 days. But it was definitely very, very challenging. So I'm glad I like knocked it off my bucket list, even though at the time I didn't have a bucket list, but now I definitely do. And that was something I was glad I was able to like actually knock out. So I definitely feel you can do it. You work in Adidas running, so you definitely can make that happen in the next year.
Man, well, thanks for the motivation, the confidence. Listen, I'm not going to rule it out, but I probably need to start with that half.
Hey, you guys are way stronger than I am. I don't think
Oh,
I can
come on. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
That's all you guys. But I can't do a marathon. That's a no.
Never say never. I don't know.
Well, something that we all know about or hope to know about is this event that you got going on tonight. So tell us a little bit more about the event that's going down tonight in New York City.
So AlphaBounce activation happening tonight in New York City. And I don't want to spill the beans. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's going to be really, really cool. And you guys are familiar with Vino technology, right?
Yes.
And that material. Okay, cool. So the shoe is really dope. I can't wait to get my hands on it. So that's dropping on Black Friday. So there will be a launch activation on 11/22.
That'd be awesome. I cannot wait for that. Hopefully I get to be a part of that and they don't just use up all the boosters. But regardless, even if I can't, I know it'll be sick. And that shoe is, I think, going to do really, really well. And speaking of doing really, really well, you obviously did really, really well today, Katie. We appreciate you jumping on the line and blessing us with your presence. We appreciate you on Stripe Talk, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this. Great. Thank you.
No, we appreciate it, Katie. Have a great rest of the day.
All right, you too. Bye.
Well, I will jump into words of wisdom for this week. I know you've been kind of starting it off, so I'm going to hit you with, before you criticize a man, walk a mile in his shoes. So I know a lot of people have been killing Ye for everything he got going on with, leaving the show early and, obviously canceling the rest of his Pablo tour. And trust me, I was one of those. I had my tickets lined up, ready for the December 9th show. But, we don't know what's going on with Ye, and I just want to wish him well, man, and make sure he gets better soon because that's a genius, man. He is on that, Steve Jobs level, very innovative, doing his thing, but at the end of the day, there may be something going on with Ye that we don't know. So I wish him well, man. Get well soon. Kanye, truly, man, and everybody just give him a chance and figure out exactly what's going on with them. What
very
you got
true,
for me
man.
this week, bro?
Prayers up to Ye for sure. That was very relevant, insightful words of wisdom there from you. I'm gonna go with so Katie talked about like our attitude as field agents, especially at our events. And for me, I've always looked at it as this. Your attitude is like a price tag. It shows how valuable you are. So it doesn't mean, when you see the value of a shirt, it doesn't mean that that's like the exact value that it took to make the shirt, right? Our value isn't all the hard work that we put in. Our value is what we can bring at that moment in that time, no matter what we're doing. So no matter if you're in a situation this week with Thanksgiving, whether you're selling something or whether you're just, taking some people out or doing a store visit, bring the best, most thankful, positive attitude that you can bring out there so that not only are you a great representation on Adidas, but you're also a great representation on yourself and your family. So with Thanksgiving coming up, man, obviously I want everybody to enjoy it. Jonathan, enjoy your wonderful family down there. Eat a lot of good Southern food. I'm going to make my way to Delaware to visit my family who I haven't seen. Shout out to Mir. Shout out to Alicia. Shout out to the whole family, Dante. I'm going to see you guys. Hopefully my brother can come. Miss the rest of my family. But, yeah, man, have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, man, the same to you, of course, man, and the same to all of our listeners, man. You guys make sure you go out there and enjoy it and be safe.